Let's have a chat today about how to use video marketing in your real estate business to drive sales. And most of us, at times, honestly, I still am, are scared of the camera, but video works and you want to make the leap from, watching people on YouTube to being one of those people on YouTube that can actually generate business using video. And this isn't all about YouTube, although some of the teachings and some of the things that are holding you back will relate to launching a YouTube channel, using video in your client care, like a Loom or a BombBomb, just with client interactions that will drive your business through the roof, doing monthly market updates on Facebook Live, and then sending those out to your database. So much cool stuff you can do with video once you get over your fear and get over yourself. And I had to do it as well. So we'll get after it here. If you have not grabbed a copy of our prompts. So we have a 31 and done challenge, and I'm going to give you a pro tip at the end of this. But this is 31 topics that I'm going to challenge you to record a video, Facebook Live, on all of these 31 topics, or any 31, right? The whole goal is to build the habit. But grab that, just put video is king wherever you're watching this training. So the question I have, if you've been on these weekly trainings, I always sort of tease you, and I want to expand your mindset a little bit. Am I using video to its fullest to drive every aspect of my business, from lead generation to lead conversion to client care to your Clients for Life database marketing, referral marketing program? All of your social media should be integrated with video and all of it. So rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. 1, you're not using video at all. And 5, you are crushing video and businesses coming in regularly from video. I don't love everything about Gary Vee, his hustle and grind, let's be the guy that's working at 2 a.m. on a Friday. But he is the master of social media and video in terms of some of his philosophies. And especially a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. He says, no matter what you do, your job is to tell your story. And that's using video. So why does this matter? Why should you pay attention? You probably are a massive consumer of video, is my guess. But I did an event recently, and there were like 150 people in the room. This was a client-only event. And only 3 people raised their hand when I asked them, are you using video at a high level in your business? Like recording at least 5 videos a week, and only 3 or 4 people out of the whole group raised their hand. And I think more than 100 took on the challenge, the same challenge that I'm going to give you at the end of this. So this matters because video is not going away, right? So there are agents generating 7 figures of GCI annually just in a YouTube channel. And the formula is crackable at this point. So video in any business, and there's all these crazy stats, right? So video's here to stay. The statistics are crazy. I just did a quick search, and you can just search anything, video marketing in business 2023, something like that. This was a website that came up, and the reasons for using video marketing, when this survey was asked of marketers, it absolutely increases traffic. Dwell time is the amount of time people will stay on a website, generate leads, increase sales, increase brand awareness, right? The reason for not using video marketing: lack of time. You don't know where to begin as a business owner. You don't think you need video marketing. It's too expensive. And I'll talk about how to get around that here in a second with some of the tools that I use that are very low cost. Uncertainty of the ROI. It's actually ROT, right? Return on time, mostly because we don't do things very complicated in Real Estate B School. We want to be the quickest path to implementation and commission checks. And I'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. And then the reason for starting to use video, in terms of first-time marketers, they're easy to create in-house, right? It's there's some pandemic effects in here. It was made necessary, when we were running virtual open houses when COVID didn't allow actual open houses. We went to virtual consultations and really upped our video game, buyer consultations and listing consultations, created like a process around not even having to present it to them. Our presentations were recorded. So video is everything, and it's just good for business. You have to realize at this point that video will expand your ability to bring in more commission checks on a regular basis. And the game we're playing, video is going to amplify everything on the left-hand side in terms of top of funnel lead generation, but also every point in between. That's the thing that I really want to get across today, that this isn't just becoming a YouTuber. Could mean for you that you start a YouTube channel, but the game that we're playing video has to infiltrate and be a part of every part of this. Clearly, on the front stage, I would love for all of you to start a YouTube channel. When you're making contacts, right? You're setting appointments, you're sending a bomb video or a Loom video, hey, it was great to chat with you on the phone today. Or if they're not picking up their phone, hey, I noticed that you're searching online for homes in this price point in this area. You're gonna make yourself more real to them. And then when you meet them, right, when they sign with you, when they're a client of yours, you're just using video at a very high level. And then also and we want you to do it in a way where there's authenticity. So most people will go to YouTube and they'll search up like the most popular YouTuber, and they'll say, I'm not like that guy, or girl. I'm not that articulate. I don't look like they look. We just want you to be you. Right? That's all we want, and it will work. I promise you. Here's what you should know is that video is a multiplier of your time. There aren't many things that can multiply your time, right? I can spend, let's say an hour. Typically it's less than an hour creating a YouTube video. I don't get thousands of views. I get maybe 100, 200 views on some of my videos, but they're the right people looking at my videos. And so I can, and so maybe they're not watching the whole video, but I'm getting impressions, and I can take 1 hour and turn it into 50 hours, right? Or 100 hours. Or I've got some videos that have, 1,000 hours of view time, and it was repurposed from something else. Right? Something else I did on video was repurposed into a YouTube short or whatnot, and it has all of these impressions. So it's a time multiplier. Your job is to become the attractive character, not at all like the picture behind the words here, right? We don't want you to put on some persona and be like this movie actress or actor and think you have to portray someone. You want to show the world who you are. And so, flaws and all, some of my best converting stuff is when I'm just me. I'll say, hey, have you ever struggled, to be a great dad, to be a great husband, to kick butt in business, to work out every day, to spend time with God, to be a good friend, be a good son, be a good brother. There's all these things we struggle with. And, here's what I'm doing now to be able to manage all those important areas of my life. Number one, I gave up Netflix. Whatever it is, you're just telling your story in a very authentic way. And that makes you attractive to people that can relate to you, right? So it doesn't have to be this overproduced, overthought thing. I mentioned the book by Gary Vee, Jab, 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 Right Hook. Most agents are just right hooking all the time. The right hook is some sort of offer. So an offer in real estate. So let's say you do take the 31-day challenge that I'm going to offer you here in a few minutes. And every day you go on and you're just like, hey, do you want to know the value of your home? The market is changing. Interest rates have gone crazy. It's this wonky market. Inventory is low. Demand is high. So prices are still up, but it's just crazy because, and you do that, like a version of that every day for 31 days. That's right hooks. You don't want to do that. You want to do maybe every 4 or 5 videos. So jab, 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 right hook. The jabs are like, I just went to, we've got a great, I did a cryo therapy business. And I just asked the guy behind the counter, hey, can I shoot a quick video while I'm in the cryo chamber? And that did great. It got hundreds of views. And I did one at Clean Juice. It was Christian-owned business. And I went in there and I kind of just did a quick video. I said, hey, I struggle as a busy person, to maintain my health. And what I found is if I can sort of plot out, as I'm a busy real estate agent, if I can kind of plot out these healthy alternatives to McDonald's, if I know there's a clean juice, or I can grab a healthy salad at Panera. And today I'm at Clean Juice, and I just want to let you know a little bit about this business's story. Those are jabs. You do a neighborhood tour. Hey guys, this is a new neighborhood in our area. There's going to be 200 homes. There are only 10 homes in. This right behind me is so those are all jabs. Then the right hook. The right hook comes like I said, the market is crazy. If you want to get a home evaluation, for whatever purpose, I'm here for you. Just go to www.larshomeeval.com or whatnot. So jab, 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 right hook. And when you're doing it, you're just talking to a friend. Like as I'm talking to the camera right now, I'm talking about like my experience with video, the things I've done wrong with video. Yeah, I've got prompts on the screen in front of me to make sure I stay on track, but like I'm not overthinking it. So if I'm having a conversation with a friend and I mess up, or I scratch my head because my hair is dry, or I pick my ear, or I have a scratch in my nose, it doesn't interrupt the video. Right? I may highlight it. If my kid would walk in or my dog would like come next to me, I would just say, hey, just hang 1 second, to the friend, like, buddy, I'm actually doing a live video. This literally happened to me. So just take it down a notch. Like I just spit on myself, so like stuff is going to happen and it's totally okay. It just doesn't matter. Ultimately, it's going to make you more attractive to the people that you're trying to influence and have some level of authority when it comes to real estate, right? So you just want them to just talk to them as they are your friend. And then, as I already mentioned, just embrace imperfection. This is me. I have a tendency. One was on a bus. Two of them are on airplanes. The one in the middle in particular, it says, I never dreamed I'd grow up to be the world's hottest husband. But then you can see in my fat roll there, you can't quite see it. It says, but here I am crushing it, right? My wife took this. It's the first time she's taken one of these pictures. She has like 100 of these now. She has them saved in a special album on her phone. It just makes her laugh. When she took it though, I was mortified. I was like, do not post that on Facebook. Once I understood this fact that most people just want to see the reality of someone's life, I actually used this image in a Facebook ad. This is literally over on my right side here. I have Facebook open, and I got this image from a post. You guys are friends with me on Facebook. This was literally November 5th, 2021. I posted this picture as like, we just want to see, as a culture, we're just used to everyone putting out their best stuff, right? We're comparing our insides, our messiness, our challenges to people's outsides, all of their great stuff. It's not going to lead you to any place good. So when it comes to video, you want to have that in mind and just share your struggles. It goes a long way. And just hit record. Take the leap of faith, hit record, take this challenge I'm going to give you at the end of our training here. I actually asked this question last week, but this is a really good question. I just left it in here. What are the top 3 reasons you want to make more money, have more time off, and have more of an impact every day? Video is going to get you there faster. And you getting over yourself and using video at a higher level, even if you're a 2 or 3 or 4 out of 5, get to level 4 or 5 and just use it in everything you do. So let's talk a little bit about how you get there. So this X Factor concept is a whole training that we do in Real Estate B School. I just want to touch on it briefly because you have something that's special about you that you could highlight as a thread throughout all your videos. So if you were to go and watch the last 200, I'm 530 episodes on the podcast, and I probably have 1,000 YouTube videos. None of them are like more than 10,000 views. Collectively, I think they're only 200,000 views. But my X factor is that I was not willing to accept the status quo in our industry that if you were going to make a lot of money in real estate, you had to give up your life in the process. And family and taking care of things that were more important than money and my business. That's the thread. That's my X factor. I was willing to build systems as the solution and apply levers in my business, lead gen levers, lead conversion levers, client care levers, all of the levers in my business so that I can make the kind of money that I wanted to make and have the impact that I wanted to have in my business, but also in things that mattered most to me. That was my X factor. And I came from a very chaotic childhood. Part of my X factor was I had nothing as a kid. I played with dirt. That's all my parents could afford. They divorced at 4. My dad drank until I was 15. So I had like no real father figure. And that's part of my X factor, is that I didn't have. I want people to have more, because I'm driven to have a better life than maybe that I was raised, right? So to change the trajectory of my lineage. Number 2 is to know the flow. So there's a basic flow. Again, in Real Estate B School, we have a full hour-long training on this. So I'm going to do it real quick, though. You don't want to start with like, oh, hey, everybody, okay, Facebook Live, like that sort of thing. You want to jump in and say, like you guys can see how I come to this. So, okay, we're live. Do you struggle to show up at home at the way you want to? And also, kick butt in real estate, be a great dad, be a great husband, kick butt in real estate, right? I struggle with that as well. I've learned a few things that I think might be helpful. And that's what today's video is about. Hi, I'm Lars Hedenborg, founder of Real Estate B School, or whatever, ABC Real Estate. And in today's video, I want to unpack just 3 things I've been doing that have really helped. Number 1 is I had to make the decision, to give up some things and gain back. And then you go through your 3 things and you say, if you have struggled at all with these 3 things, please show me some love. Hit the like button or give me a heart or throw a comment below. And if you want to, and that's essentially, those are the jab videos. There's no call to action. The only difference with the right hook video is that, like, hey, if you want to know the value of your home, go to larshomeeval.com, right? That's the only difference. So that's the flow. You want to start with, really hooking them in to want to watch the rest of the video, right? That is the key. And then be confident. This is probably the number 1 thing that keeps agents away from using video, is that you think you don't look a certain way, you think, whatever, right? It doesn't matter, whatever the things are, or you won't be good on video. You're not going to be good on video. I still flub all over video. I just know that this is the medium that is going to take me to have the maximum impact possible. I'll turn 50 this year. I've got at least another decade in this world of, influence and helping agents ascend, grow their businesses, but not give their lives away. But when I did my first video or when I first started Real Estate B School, I was like, not confident. I'm like, who's going to listen to me? Like, but I went through that, I committed to making this a part of my regular sort of thing. I'm going to say this, go low tech. All you need, I don't even know what brand this is. This is a little iPhone holder, right? A little stand with an iPhone holder. I think you can see it there in the little video. This is, I think it's it's a Rode, RODE, Smart Lav Plus. I think it's what it's called. I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks. It plugs right into my iPhone. So with this Smart Lab Plus, this thing right here, you put it in, and using cinematic mode on your iPhone, you have super high quality videos. The tech is the thing that holds people back. You can even edit it very easily and cleanly in the native app on the phone, in the Photos app, and you can upload it into Dropbox if you're going to have further editing on it, or it's really simple to manage it from there. That is my recommendation. Just go low tech and talk about more than real estate. You should cycle through 5 topics. So at one point I had them organized in F's, but let's use the F. So it could be family, it could be fitness, it could be finances, it could be future, which is like personal development and goals. It could be fun, things you like to do for fun. It could be, I think that's all of the F's. And then obviously real estate. I don't know an F for real estate. Anyway, I don't know. So real estate's one of them, but then have other buckets that interest you. You're trying to break through the noise. Everyone, right? See the picture behind this, the text here. Everyone's on their phones and they're distracted, right? So if you just go at it with real estate all the time, you're going to lose the battle. The long-term battle is to make yourself attractive to these folks because you're being authentic and you're hopping around these different topics regularly. And you'll see the topics for the challenge are going to help you. So don't break the chain. Take the challenge. Don't break the chain. There is I just went on Google and this came up first. So James Clear, you guys know that I am obsessed with James Clear. He uses this Seinfeld strategy, which is don't break the chain. So when you're trying to develop a new habit, that's what James Clear is all about. His book, Atomic Habits, I think it's like the Bible of habit formation and habit changing. Highly recommend it. So if you're trying to develop a new habit, just commit to doing it for X amount of days. And the challenge is 31 days. And this is the quote I love. It's just on a daily break. This is a daily process we're going to follow, guys. And this is from the book. Get this. So just go to wherever you're watching this, just comment. We'll give you a link to download this 31 and done challenge. It's just going to prompt you for different topics. And then I'll tell you a simple, I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to bring up my chat GPT here. Let me see if it's rendering. Okay. So you will never have to see, as a culture, we're just used to everyone putting out their best stuff, right? We're comparing. I've messed it up here. Hold on. Give me a second. Everyone putting out their best stuff, right? All right, I've got to close it down. So I think I still should be good here. So I just went into ChatGPT. So I've got an account. I said, give me 31 video ideas for a real estate agent. It gave me 31 ideas. Then I said, give me 31 ideas for personal development, for a personal development YouTube channel. Here are 30 days, top 10 habits of successful people, the benefits of meditation, how to overcome, fear, power of positive thinking, right? You may not choose all of this, but then I said, 31 video ideas for a real estate agent looking to get listings in your town, right? And then you've got a whole bunch of those. 31 video ideas on parenting tips and tricks. And they gave me a bunch of ideas there. So there's no shortage of, you just can't run out of ideas here, right? So get creative. There's a whole nother training I'll do on AI, but ChatGPT is your friend, right? And you guys know I've got to run here, but if you want to go further, faster, just grab a business growth assessment. This is where we dig into your business and we're going to help you no matter if we end up working together. So technically, if Real Estate B School is a good fit, we're going to talk about it. But if it's not a good fit, if your goals aren't to grow your business, to at least 500,000 GCI, working no evenings and weekends, but taking home multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, that is what we do at Real Estate B School. It's what we've done for a decade. We're not new at this. So if that is you, go to our EBS growth assessment and become our next case study. And that's it. Let's do the work. Let's get it done. Do the 31-day challenge. Much love, much respect. We'll see you in the next training. Bye-bye.